Hey guys, if you want to look at this easy wooden pumpkin tutorial, just stay tuned. Guys, we are back with another project. Really quick and simple wood pumpkin. Got my Rona blockers on, courtesy of the Amy Alliance. But y'all, this is my first time using this miter saw. How long we done had it? Here we go. Here goes nothing. I can see why Nick be out here in the garage. That's kind of fun. So, all I did was cut off this little bottom piece because I don't want that. But I'm going to cut off little weird pieces of wood to make some funky square pumpkins. Nick was like, these ain't pumpkins, but they pumpkins, y'all. Let me start with a 9-inch pumpkin and then see what kind of wood we got left. Because it's supposed to be 3. I might have to end up using this little funky one and just try to pry this little piece out. All right, here we go. You guys, I did the same thing Nick always does. Didn't cut all the way through. So one of my pumpkins is gonna be like very funky looking. Have to cut that little piece off later. All right, so I think honestly I have enough to do about a 6-inch, and then we'll see what's left from there. All right, I have my wood cut. Get ready to make some square pumpkins. I'm sure that you should sand your wood first before you paint it, but I am promising like 5-minute craft activities. So
the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
But I mean, maybe just sand around the edges so it's not so jagged. The colors that I'm using for the pumpkins are this beachcomber beige, apricot or apricot, whatever fruit, and jack-o'-lantern. Let's get started. All right, so I definitely want to do maybe like these two, the jack-o'-lantern color. Ooh, that's a pretty orange. This is basic acrylic paint. When I was a little kid, story time. When I was a little kid, I used to love getting these little acrylic bottles. I had them in like all the pastel colors. Super cute. It's a nice orange. Not the best day to paint today. It's kind of rainy. So I'm hoping everything dries. One down, however many more to go. So between coats, you need to let it dry. They say about an hour. I'll probably do 30 minutes, an hour. Something similar, but so far it's looking good. I did not read. And this one is the Beachcomber Beige is gloss, which I'm probably sure y'all picked up on camera before I did. And the other two are matte. I really wanted matte for all of them, but hey. But see y'all in an hour. Alright, so I'm going to do little designs on each pumpkin. Alright, so I'm going to use the back of this to do random dots. Yeah. Y'all, the wood is not even, so trying to push down on it to make even dots is really hard. This side is done, and I'm sure it looks probably a little sketch right now, but I can take a little flat brush and kind of just fill in some spots. Don't worry, I'll show them all standing up once they kind of dry. I'm gonna try this chalk on this flat matte surface, and I'm just gonna go down the lines like this. So far, you guys, this is shaping up to be super duper cute. I am waiting for the blocks to dry now. 2 of them are wet, 2 of them I used chalk on, but I did step outside to grab my stick. It's wet. I should have grabbed it yesterday when I thought about it, but I'll just probably have Nick cut it up once it dries. If it doesn't dry in time, I'll just use some stuff I have around the house, like some old wood scraps or something like that, some dowel sticks. But I'm still torn between what to use on these pumpkins. Since I've been doing the polka dots, I kind of want to do the burlap bows on them, or just do the twine. I mean, I have a ton of it. As you guys can kind of tell, I have a theme with burlap. I love burlap for the fall. And so, I don't know, give you a little sneak peek at what it could look like with, you know, a little leaf on there. Wouldn't that be cute? All right, so yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get this dining room table cleaned up because, I mean, we eat here, so I What else can I say? We eat here. But and hopefully finish the rest of this tomorrow. Stay tuned. So guys, it has been like maybe 2 weeks since I started the pumpkin projects, but I'm gonna show you guys what we have so far. I ran into a hiccup, and don't judge me. I am working from home, and so I have like a mullet style of dress. I have business up top, party at the bottom. So when you see these pajamas, don't say a word. So here we have the pumpkins, and they're all dry. Of course, it's been weeks. But I did get a twig. I don't know if I showed you guys, from our tree outside. And I had Nick cut the twig into 4 sections. I used the E6000 on these, but you could also use a standard glue gun. This is how the designs look so far. They're super duper cute. The last one to do is the little baby pumpkin. So, and I'm working on scrap paper. Y'all know I don't throw anything away. I'm just going to put a little glue at the bottom of this, at the base of the stick, you know. Can you guys see that? I know I was like not in the frame, but it's kind of long, but I don't care because I plan on decorating the stem as well. I thought some of these would be super duper cute just as is. Like, I love the little stump here, so I want to leave this one kind of bare to show that it's super duper cute. But maybe, you know, when I hang it up, not hang it up, but put it up, maybe I put the leaf on it like that, and I'll show you guys what I think the final result will look like. But so yeah, so for this one, I just thought that would be a little too much, doing the polka dots. Maybe not, but I wanted to tie it up with some twine. So here we go. Alright, so super duper easy. I think it's cute. I'm gonna make a small bow out of this ribbon here. There's my bow. Here's my loop in the back where I'm just gonna slide it over, hopefully it'll slide over nicely over this. Ooh, it's not dried enough. Let me put a little extra glue in there since I've kind of messed it up. All right, so as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see and get the full picture. I'm gonna have to get my glue gun out for that one. And that is what they look like. A super duper easy craft if you have a, you know, a couple, maybe I would say this would take an hour because it does have to dry. So the paint has to dry down, the glue, if you're using like a glue gun, has to dry down. Our E6000 has to cure at least 24 hours. So keep that in mind if you're using that for your stumps. And keep in mind if you're trying to use paint on top of paint that the first layer needs at least an hour to dry. All right, guys, so let's see them in action, I guess. All right, and here is the finished product, you guys. Whew, like I said, it was a very simple project. It should have only taken me one day, probably not even a day, a couple of hours. But life, of course. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you in another video. Bye.